Christians do. And we're bringing up the situation that recently happened in Orlando where the shooting happened, and very horrific thing that happened here where a man who came into a gay bar about 2 o'clock in the morning went and started shooting and trying to kill people, and killed about, I think the last count I saw, Tracy, if you can look on there and see if there's any higher, I think it was like 49 people were killed, and 50, I think that was 50 something.
51.
Yeah, 51 people were wounded. I heard this guy
53 I heard were wounded, and 50 were killed.
Okay, and so we have so many people that was killed, and we're talking about this as being a hate crime, and this person was killed, and he decided he wanted to say that ISIS, was behind it. We don't know if that's true or not, but what we're talking about, what would Christians do in this situation? I just want to talk about, the aspect
Jamie
of
was
what
like
a Christian.
49.
49?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so what we have right now is that Christians right now need to come out and speak about this, because a lot of people are saying it's a hate crime, and a lot of times when something is done hateful, what happens sometimes is that people will see that individual and see their race and start hating on that race. And so as Christians, when you have a violent situation like this, we need to come out and say something. So before I start talking about it, Brenda, I'm going to go around the thing. You've heard about the story about what happened with the Orlando shooting. What would you say in an aspect what Christians should do with this story? It's like she didn't know this was coming. She got to. She's got to ponder.
I really do. What would a Christian
say what
do?
Say what you want to say. How do you feel about it?
Okay, I want to say what I want to say.
Okay,
then.
Betty Shabazz is coming. Yeah.
Because I don't see it as a hate crime. I really don't. The way I'm viewing this is that individual, because of his culture and race that he was raised in, I believe he probably was gay and he was suppressing it, and he couldn't come out because in his culture they kill for the thought of you being gay. They just kill you on a spot like that, because his mother and father was saying, "Oh, I can't believe that he would do something like this." He was stalking couple things, sites, looking for gay people. It's either one or two things. Either he was suppressing being gay, or two, he was one of those demented people who really just can't stand stuff out of the norm like that and just want to kill people for it. But this man was spotted from somebody that was gay in the club. Say he frequent there all the time. So it make you think, straight guy. I can't see Rick hanging out or nothing like
Unless
that.
He was trying to case the place.
And that's what he said he was
it's
doing.
Either or.
Yeah, he said he was trying to case the place as well. What you got over there, Jamie?
Because I read something and I was trying to see if I could find it, so I don't remember where I saw it at, that said that the gunman was secretly gay. I don't know where it was, though, and I wish I could find it. But I feel the same way. I'm not sure. I don't know if I want to go with the whole hate crime thing either. But what I will say is that I heard a lot of stuff saying he has been on the radar for being a possible terrorist for so many years. And I just feel like with that being said, I feel like it was more to it. People who he worked with said he hated gays, he hated blacks, he hated Jews, he hated women. And that's why I do feel for the LGBT community. And I know it's a really sad thing, but personally looking at it, I hate to look at it as an LGBT thing, because straight people do go to gay bars. And if somebody was in there that night, like, yeah, they saying that the target was the gay people, but this woman just lost her life too. Like, I'm looking at it more so as a whole massacre thing, more than just like the gay thing. I don't know.
Yeah. What you got, Tracy?
Actually, I do look at it as a hate crime, because even if the shooter was gay, which is, I found what you were looking for, Jamie. It says at least 5 people have come forward to say they saw Martin at the gay clubs painting a complicated portrait of Americans born Muslim. But anyway, even if that's what he was hating himself to do something like that. So it could be a hate crime either way. But the whole thing is that it was a crime that just hit everybody. It hit, like you said, gays, straights, men, women, people's loved ones. So it's just so horrendous. I don't know what to say. But as a Christian, I think I would take advantage of this situation and speak about it. And I know, a lot of people say as a Christian, you're not supposed to believe in the gay thing and all of that. Everybody knows I'm a little rebel without a cause, so I, I have to say that I would go out and use this to encourage people to accept people for whom they are and what they are, and no matter how we feel about people, we still have to accept them as people, and we got to stop all of this killing. Period. It's horrible.
So I will say this: I kind of look at it as being a hateful crime. My concern is that I don't necessarily want to say that because hate begats hate. And so people will do hateful things because someone has done something hateful. I'm a Christian, so, I'm not, I don't believe in or agree with, homosexuality, gays. I don't believe in that. But I still accept people for who they are. If that's what you want to be, then that's what you are. The problem that we have is the acceptance. Some people don't like me for a Christian. They don't believe in it. But you have to still accept me. And so as Christians, we have to understand why did this happen so we can help people that are grieving. Why did the young man do this? What was wrong with him? Find out why. Because a lot of times we don't want to find out why. We just want to say it's a hate crime. That's it. Why did this happen? What caused this young man to be this way? And what can we do to make sure that the next young man, that's what a Christian should be doing, reaching out to find out why. And then also go to the people that think this is a hate crime against gay and lesbians and rally and say, no, we can't go back out and fight someone else or hate other people because hate was brought to us. We've got to be able to love one another. Because I don't agree with you doesn't mean that I've got to hate you. Right. African Americans have lived through that all their lives. You have hate against certain things just because of something. Though I don't agree with, being a homosexual, I don't agree that it's right biblically, that doesn't mean that these people don't have the same rights as any other people. And so we've got to stop having that hatefulness with each other. That's why the show is called Let's Stay Together. We've got to work together with each other. And so I feel sorry for the families. We give our condolences to all the families. People should be able to experience and joy no matter what they do in their lives. We're not God. We don't judge anybody. We allow God to judge and do what God's going to do. Our goal is to try to bring someone to Christ. The Bible says we've all sinned and fall short of the glory of God. We've got to take that glory and do that. The show is almost over. We're going to talk about this a little bit more on Facebook as well. But my goal is that when this situation happens in Orlando, we've got to, as Christians, pray for the family, that the man that killed the person, so they don't become something that's hateful and someone tries to come after them, as well as we got to pray for the families who have lost loved ones. This is Reverend Rick McCain, along with my baby, my girl, my boo, Brenda McCain, Tracy Brown Howard, my protege, Jamie Howard, and my boy, Dion, who does everything right and nothing goes wrong when Dion's on the phone. We'll be talking to you. We thank you for listening to Let's Stay Together Talk. We'll see you next Tuesday at 6 p.m. Woo-woo!